Hello my students, how are you? I hope that all of you are alright. بتمنى تكونوا جميعا بخير. Please be attention to everything we get to you. خليكم منتبهين لكل شيء بنعطيكوا إياه رجاء لأنه as you know, in these circumstances we have to follow such rules. في هاي الظروف اللي احنا فيها لازم نتبع القواعد الآتية. So we will in a previous video we talked about passive voice. We make revision. We talked about the uses of passive voice and so on. We took exercises in previous videos also and explanations and so on. Today we are going to take a short look or a brief look to the passive voice of past simple form سواء كان either in affirmative or negative. Okay, so as we learned, as I taught you before, that when we have affirmative passive we started with the subject of absolutely the sentence, but this subject is different because it's the object of the active sentence اللي هو طبعا احنا حكينا لما بناخد الobject للactive sentence هو بصير السبجكت لجملة الباسف. then we use be اللي هي was aware past participle و by plus the object اللي هو subject of the active sentence. So here we have opposite steps. في عنا خطوتين مختلفات إنه we take the object and the object becomes the subject of the passive sentence. ناخد الobject من جملة الactive بتحول إلى السبجكت لجملة الباسف والsubject the subject in the active sentence becomes the object of the passive sentence بتحول للمفعول به في جملة الباسف وطبعا ما بنحطه لحاله by plus agent. We call it by plus agent. طيب look at this example. This is an active affirmative sentence. They played football every day. They played football every day. Now, as I told you, first step is to classify the sentence. They, subject, played, verb 2, football, object, every day, time expression, or we can call it a keyword. Type. They played football every day. They, this is the subject, played, verb 2, football, object, and every day we complement or time expression, keywords, adverbs of time إلى آخره. Affirmative sentence when we want to transfer it لما بدي أحولها من active إلى passive بستخدم we start with the object of active sentence. ببلش بالobject بجملة الactive. باخد الobject من جملة الactive فبتحول للسبجكت اللي هو ببلش في جملة الباسف. بعدين بناخد الverb to be المناسب بما إنه football مفرد. طبعا I have this problem in my laptop. I hope that I will fix it soon. بتمنى رح أصلح هاي المشكلة بجهازي قريبا. طيب إذا حكينا هون بناخد الverb to be المناسب بما إنه football مفرد بتاخد was والتصريف الثالث من الفعل play played. وطبعا إحنا حكينا بالregular verbs دائما بيكون عندك التصريف الثاني والتصريف الثالث بإضافة ed وما ننسى by plus the agent by them every day ونكمل with the complement of the sentence. Move to negative form. In negative form, same as positive, but between the helping verb and the verb 3 we put not. لكن بين الفعل المساعد was aware والفعل التصريف الثالث من الفعل أنا بستخدم كلمة not فبصير عندي wasn't or weren't تتبع بالتصريف الثالث من الفعل. We did not buy books yesterday. We did not buy books yesterday. Again, we classify the sentence. We, subject, did, not, buy. This is negative verb. Books, object, and yesterday, time expression, complement إلى آخره. Here, we are going to take the object in the active sentence. بناخد الobject من جملة الactive وبنحوله لسبجكت بجملة الباسف مثل ما انتم شايفين. This is it, books. Books, is it plural or singular? Plural or singular. Books, كتب معناته هي plural. ناخد were not وبنحط التصريف الثالث من الفعل اللي هو من الفعل by، التصريف الثاني والثالث bought، وهذا طبعا هو irregular verb وليس regular verb، وهدول لازم نحفظهم كتير منيح الأفعال. So books were not bought by us. ننتبه إنه بالجملة الأولى they تحولت لذم، مثل ما حكينا previous video we said that we should change the pronouns، لازم نغير ال pronouns الموجودة سواء اللي هم subject pronouns، ما بصير أحطه مثل ما هو، يعني ما بيزبط أحكي لك by they or by we، إذا بدي أحولها للobject لأنه subject تحول إلى object. So books were not bought by us، إذا الوي تحولت إلى us مثل ما شفنا بالفيديو اللي قبل yesterday. Okay. Now let's move to see more and more examples. Look at this sentence. The dog chased the cat. The dog chased the cat. برضو نفس الشيء classify the sentence. The dog subject chased a verb, the cat object. برضو طبعا هو verb too. We start passive sentence, our passive sentence with the object. What is the object in this active sentence? اللي هو the cat. The cat, is it plural or singular? هل هو مفرد ولا جمع؟ طبعا هو مفرد، cat قطة. So was chased. Chased. So chased. التصريف الثاني والثالث من الفعل chased هي طبعا was. So sorry, I chased. I'm so sorry. So by who? By the dog. So here, as we can say, okay, whenever we have a pronoun, subjective pronoun, when we change to passive, we follow the rules of changing subjective pronoun into object. مثل ما حكيت لكم بالفيديو اللي قبل إنه لما أنا ببلش يكون السبجكت عندي pronoun وليس اسم directly أنا بحوله لأوبجكت لما بدي أحطه مع الباي بلس agent. أوكي. طيب خلينا نشوف more examples. They built this house years ago. They built this house years ago. Again, they subject, built verb to, this house object, years ago اللي هي الcomplement. So we start with this house, as you can see in the example. This house was, because house is singular. This house was built years ago by they. لإيش تحولت them مثل ما انتم شايفين الأسهم الموجودة عندكم. Okay. Let's move to the third example. Brandley played the guitar yesterday. Brandley played the guitar yesterday. Again, Brandley subject, played verb to, the guitar object, yesterday complement. So we take the object of the active sentence, the guitar وهو مفرد بياخد was، والتصريف الثالث من الفعل play هو played yesterday by Brandley، أو ممكن أحكي by Brandley yesterday. Now let's take some examples about the negative form. The negative form. Sally didn't buy those flowers. Sally didn't buy those flowers. لاحظ انه انا لما بدي انفي بجملة الماضي البسيط بستخدم did not with verb 1. did not with verb 1 يعني باخد did not بستخدمها مع التصريف الأول للفعل، بيجي وراها الفعل دايما مجرد. As we took it in the first semester. Sally didn't buy those flowers. مثل ما حكينا Sally subject, didn't buy negative verb و those flowers هو الobject. So بتصير those flowers، وطبعا هو not singular, it is plural. were not or weren't، والbuy بتصير bought by who? By Sally. By Sally. طيب let's move to the second example of past simple. We didn't understand the lesson. We didn't understand the lesson. This is active past simple, active past simple, and the second sentence, or we change it into passive sentence, passive of past sentence. So we didn't understand the lesson. We subject didn't understand هو past verb, negative past verb. The lesson اللي هو بنسميه الobject. طيب we start with the object اللي هو بصير السبجكت لجملة الباسف. the lesson، وبما انه lesson مفرد بتحول الى بياخد معه الفيرب to be was not، لانه نافي. مثل ما حكينا احنا الخطوة الوحيدة اللي بنضيفها للنيجاتيف passive of past simple انه انا we put not between the helping verb اللي هو الverb to be was aware والverb 3 و understand اللي هي understood بتصير التصريف الثالث من الفعل. وما ننسى انه الوي بتصير by us لانه هي تحولت الى object.